All right, welcome to part 2 of Friday's show. This is Art Life Live. My name is David Garibaldi. Today's theme, Stuck With You. We've got some new merch, and I'm doing a painting giveaway as well. So welcome to today's Art Life Live. Let's go. All right, guys, welcome. Happy Friday. My name is David Garibaldi. This is Art Life Live. We're coming to you live from Sacramento, California. That's where my studio is. And I've got a big show for you on this Friday. The theme, Stuck With You. If you watched the last show, I just did the Ariana Grande portrait. So we got to do the other half of Stuck With You. If you follow pop culture, you'll know what I'm talking about. Also, we have some new merch. We're going to show you that new shirt that we came out with today, and it's time for a painting giveaway. Yes, I'm giving away one of my original paintings. How do you do that? Text ArtLife to 58885. It'll enter you to win. And if you want to meet the winner, I'm going to text them after this, and hopefully they're available for a FaceTime. I'm going to post it on all my pages. So if you get my text, wherever you are, answer it. Get back to me. I want to give you a painting. So if you already did that, though, you're good to go. In the meantime, before we get to today's painting, I just want to find out, where are you tuning in from? Right now, I'm going to check in with Facebook. Looks like Tara San Jose, ready for part 2. Thanks for joining for part 1. Takuya, hello to you. Michael Stevens, yes. Justin, possibly coming up. Vicky. Biebs? I don't know. You'll have to wait and see. We're going to get started very soon. How are we doing over here on TikTok and Instagram? Ventura, South Carolina. A lot of do I speak English? Yes. Do I speak Spanish? I'm working on it. I can get by if you throw me in a Spanish-speaking country.
Was in part
Peru.
Part 2.
I'm ready. Part 2 is coming up right now. Those of you joining us, so New York, today's show, Stuck With You. We're doing a painting giveaway, and we have new merch. Vicky in Indianapolis, welcome. Tommy Wiley said, I love your work, my dude. Do you sell any pictures, and will you do a picture of someone that asked to paint? We do commission paintings. If you want more information about original paintings, you can visit garibaldiarts.com/gallery. If you're looking for prints and other merch, you can visit garibaldiarts.com/shop. So check that out. I see Amanda from Detroit, baby. Welcome. I see Tommy in Louisiana. Where are they at over here?
We got Sacramento Taro jump on.
Taro, all right. Welcome, my brother from a Japanese mother. Welcome.
We got Mexico.
I miss you. So Mexico's joining us. Uruguay.
Santa Maria style, barbecue style, California.
I heard barbecue style, yes. That's all I heard. But Minnesota joining us. Brazil. Peru. Argentina. All right. I think that's enough checking in. You guys keep leaving comments below. I'm going to read those later. Let me know on Facebook. If you have questions, go ahead and ask away. And we're going to get this started. Robert in Baltimore is ready. So let's go. All right. So this painting, I've never done this painting before. So this is the first time ever. Hope you guys, no pressure, yeah. As always, what I like to do when I start is I'm going to do, especially this portrait, I'm going to start with an undertone color, so a red. So if you were to think about turning up the contrast on this image, this red I feel like makes it pop. I feel like this is what gives it life. I imagine the red as like the blood flowing through the human figure. And there's just certain parts I want it to stand out on here. Again, I've never done this portrait. A bit nervous. Is it okay if I'm nervous, guys? Is that okay? I'm being nervous. Okay, so this is the other half of Stuck With You. I've never done this. I hope this one just goes crazy. TikTok, I need you, when I post this TikTok, I need you guys to make this one go bigger than anything else. If you have any questions, ask me below in the comments. I'll do my best to to answer them. All right, I think that's enough of the undertone. Oh, wow. I don't know if you guys are ready for this. Beat fans, I need that energy right now. So I just want to thank you guys for always tuning into these lives. Whether we have a technical issue or whether we get it fixed or not, I just always appreciate a lot of the familiar faces that we see on here. Thank you. Thank you for all the questions. And I post the full versions of these on my Instagram at Garibaldi Arts is where you can find them. So someone asked, great question, what kind of paint do I use? I just use interior latex house paint. That's all it is. There's nothing really special about it. It's, whatever materials you have access to, make it work. It's all about, using what's around you. You'd be surprised what you can do with very, very minimal supplies. A lot of yummy. Okay. See, was that TikTok or? Oh, Instagram coming in with the heat. Oh, that is gonna be the debate. I'm gonna do the portrait, and then what hairstyle of the Biebs? We're giving it away. It's Biebs, but what hairstyle? That's what I want to know. Shout out to Ron in the 209. Welcome. All right, on the wall, I'm gonna mix my colors, just mixing a couple of skin tones so that I have a wider range, because this portrait is all about where the light and shadows break. So the more I can break them, the more variations I'll have to work with, and hopefully the more it feels like. So someone asked, have I met Justin? No, but I've met Scooter Braun, which is really cool. I met him at an LA Clippers game. I'll actually tell you, actually no, I'm gonna share that Bieber story later on. Actually not now, but at another time. But I do have a Bieber connection that it was like an almost thing that happened, and I'll share that story later on. Another time. So I'm sorry, what was the question over there? By the way, we have a special guest in the studio behind the scenes, my high school art teacher, Sean Sullivan. We'll introduce him later on, but he had a question for me. So someone asked, how long did it take me to get my art out there? And it started with first the lifetime of training before I thrusted myself into, I would say, pursuing my art. But it took a good 4 years to create momentum. Momentum is the hardest thing to create when you are trying to start anything, when you're trying to lose weight, when you're going back to school or to school. And so it took me about 4 years to get momentum going. In that time, I was just trying to align the people who were passionate about the subjects that I was creating and connecting them with my art. So for example, let me wipe my face because I've got sweat dripping down. But the best way that I could break it down to get your art out there, connect your passions with whatever that is outside of art, create that, and then immediately you're connected to the audience. For example, if you're into sports, you grew up playing sports, but you're also an artist. Create, the athletes and the teams that you're inspired by, and also those people who are into the same thing as you become your first collectors. Mine was music. I went to people who were into art and music, and those are my first collectors. So just keep that in mind. That's how I originally started getting my name out there. It took about 4 years to get that momentum going. And I'm here today. By the way, Bieber's got this stash thing going on that's kind of difficult to get down. Sorry guys, I know I'm turning my back to you. Can you actually see me? I'm right here. All right, just want to make sure. This portrait, I've never done it before. taking my time just a little bit. So someone asked, how do I learn to paint upside down? Great question. The way that I visualize these paintings, whether it's right side up or upside down, is I break this down into shapes. Look at it right now. What I've painted right here, if you were to take away the fact that we are making a portrait, it's really a series of shapes that eventually come together. Now, mine are more complicated, but as you look at more distinctive portraits like, say, Einstein or Abraham Lincoln or anyone else who is distinctive, you start to break it down in simple shapes, and then you can add the complicated lines after that. So painting upside down, I always thought about it like, well, this is just shapes that I'm creating. You know, this is a series of shapes, and I got to put these together in a short amount of time. But that's initially how I learned. I also did these exercises when I was younger to teach myself that you can do it right now. You can take an image, flip it over, and start to draw it as a shape and lines rather than trying to make it a portrait. Great question. I wouldn't say, honestly, there's people probably way more talented than me that can get momentum going even quicker, especially with the tools today. What the tools that I had at the time was Facebook, actually not even Facebook, MySpace and shaking hands. So you guys have such a huge advantage of, what's that? I know, shaking hands are crying. I can't even shake hands anymore. All right, but great question. Let me know, what's the next question that they have? Someone asked, what do I do when I make a mistake, which I've already made a ton of mistakes on this, is I just keep going. You know, the beauty is this paint, you can paint over it. So like right now I'm kind of overthinking what I'm doing, but it's really just, I think, just not stopping. You cannot stop the process. Even now, I've given away who it is, you know, what the portrait is, but it's still intimidating at this point because there's a lot of holes missing. Trust your process. And the more that you do this over and over again, the more that you'll learn about trusting that and keep going. And knowing that the mistakes should never stop you. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of nice to do these portraits in like, you know, a slower amount of time. Normally I'm on stage and doing these in 7 minutes or so. So this is kind of nice, guys. Yeah, so someone asked, do I ever think my art is bad? I'm definitely critical about my art. I think that there's a lot of things that I can improve on. But I would say this, even if I thought it was bad, it's never bad enough for me to want to give up. I think that's why I'm still here, is you think about how bad I was early on, but I wasn't always good. So if I was bad early on and I just pressed through that, that's why I'm here today. So even if you're not feeling confident about your work or where you're at right now, you've got to keep putting in that time, because that's eventually what is the building block to who you become. All right, I feel a little bit more confident about this one. So someone asked, how do I remember all parts of the paintings? I don't, which is why I leave out a lot of details. I try to remember the important parts. So the thing about this is this portrait is a series of information. And there's certain things about his portrait, his eyebrows, the shape of his head, you know, things that stand out as about, you know, who he is. And I try my best to get as much of that information as I can. So I don't always remember everything. I think that's kind of I don't use one while I paint, but there's nothing wrong with using reference photos at all. We still don't know what kind of hairstyle he's gonna have here. But it's coming to life. So someone asked, have I ever visited India? I have not. I haven't visited there yet, but I would love to. All right, I'm gonna add some color to his lips. We're gonna make it a little more pink and red. So I'm mixing those colors on the wall. Again, texture on lips is very important. When I was first started painting, I used to never do the color on the upper lip. I realize now, how important it is, and actually how real it helps this painting feel. I'm gonna get some more red. So Bieber kind of has a Elvis vibe to him. Does anyone else see that or feel that? Someone asked, do I ever use a different background color other than black? Yeah, I mean, from time to time I'll use a white background, but it's very, very rare that I do. If someone asked, how did I start painting with with both hands? That started early on when I realized I had to do these paintings in minutes on stage, and I had to teach myself how to not only use my left hand and left side of the body, but to go back and forth. All right, let's add some color to the eyes, and then we're gonna move on to the important part, the hair. And so he's got a neck tattoo here as well. I think that as much as you guys ask, and I love it, a lot of these things that I've learned is just from doing it, just from trying and making mistakes along the way. Oh, very important question. Does Bieber have blue or brown eyes? Does he have blue or brown eyes? Brown? I'm gonna start with brown. You guys can correct me later on. We'll make it blue. We'll show you these eyes later on after I finish up. All right. So someone asked, do I ever sketch or outline? It really depends on how difficult the painting is. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Again, learn how to draw from life. Go to figure drawing. Because you could have it sketched out for you, but if you don't understand how light and shadows work, you won't understand why that line is there either. All right. So I would recommend this. I would say that by this. If you're going to try this, draw it out, but also draw from life as well. All right. I'm ready for this. Okay. Brown eyes. Thank God. Could you imagine if I did blue? You guys ready for this? Oh, hold on. TikTok. TikTok, are you ready for this? This hairdo. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Just lightly back and forth. Give them that texture. You don't need to press down a lot. Is it the Bieber comb over? Is that? Yes. Something I cannot relate to, the comb over. All right. So someone asked, what is my hobby when I'm not feeling creative? I don't know. I think when the weather's better, I love to do stand-up paddleboarding. It's a favorite thing of mine to do. more hair. All right, noted.
Did you ever do a Bua portrait painting?
Someone said, would I ever do a Bua portrait painting? I'm sure when the time is right, yeah. There's no reason why I do this. It's just fun. It's just fun. All right. I'm going to take a spray tip from this, put it on the black. Got to add a neck tattoo to Mr. Bieber. Does anyone know what the neck tattoo says? Can you let me know? I'm just going to scribble here, but you can let me know what it says. And you said add more hair. Let's do that. Let's add more hair. And then we're going to get that black, define, again, redefine the hairline. Let's get back to that pink. So this part, I just, I feel like I'm just flowing now. We're just having fun with this. I'm not going for perfection. I'm going for, I hope it feels like Bieber. Just turning that can sideways. I'm gonna fill this space a little bit more. I don't want a lot in the background because I want his portrait to stand out. I'm gonna come back on this side. You guys may not be able to see this over there. Again, I just want to bring attention to some different parts of his portrait. Let's have some fun now. Let's throw some JDs. Yeah, well, I'm trying my best to share my process, but again, sometimes I just kind of, get in the zone. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. Let me know. Also, let me ask a quick question. If this is your first time ever watching this live, let me know below in the comments. Just type new so that I know that you are new here and I can shout you out as well. And we're gonna wrap this up. Let's throw some paint. This is the fun part. Let's get some blue. Some accents. All right, let's take one last move. Let's go. All right, take one last look at this Justin Bieber Stuck With You theme, and I'll be right back before we sign off for the weekend, and I'll share with you about the new merch and our painting giveaway. So those of you just joining us, today's theme was Stuck With You. This is my first time, go ahead. This is my first time attempting the Justin Bieber portrait. I gotta keep working on it, but just for the first time, it's a good start. But I appreciate you guys' patience. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for commenting. If you're ever wondering, how can I support these lives? How do I keep them going? Best thing you can do is either follow, share these videos, or you can visit our online store, garibaldiarts.com/shop. That is the best way to help us bring these lives to life. All right. it is time to sign off soon. Thank you again for watching this Art Life Live session. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today's a different day though. I've got a couple things. So I said yes, we did the theme stuff with you. I did the Ariana Grande painting, the Justin Bieber. Also, we have new merch in my online store. So you visit garibaldiarts.com/shop. I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna take over camera duty over here. Oh, just hang tight. 1 second, go ahead, come over here, come over here. Come over, go in front of the camera. All right, so check this out. We just came out with these shirts, the Create Space inspired shirt. So I just came out with it today. I released it to my text list. The people who texted Art Life to 58885, they got it first. You guys are the second ones to get this because you're watching the live. I'm going to share it with the rest of the world tomorrow. So I want you guys to be the first to see it. The first of hopefully many more shirts. Let me know, what do you guys think below in the comments? You're doing a great job. Also, give some love to Chadi. Thank you, Chadi, for these are unisex sizes. All the info is at garibaldiarts.com/shop. All right, you want to come over here? Thank you so much. Show some love to Chadi. All right. Before we sign off, I want to read some of your comments. I'm going to wipe some paint on my face. Let's scroll back up. So, Gordy on YouTube asked, what advice would you give to someone who wants to try your art process, painting style? The best thing I could tell you is to do some figure drawing. Look up figure drawing tutorials on YouTube. You're already on YouTube, so it's going to be easy to find. But the more you can understand how the body moves, how light and shadow work on a face, the next thing I would ask you to do is get some black paper, get some pastels, and just start marking on it. And start doing portraits over and over again. This process has taken me 17 years to get to this point. In the beginning, it was really, really rough. But again, if you start the process and love it, it's okay to start out as a beginner because those are the building blocks and the foundation that helps you become a greater artist. And I hope, Gordy, you become greater than me at this. I hope you all do. So let's see, I'm gonna give some more shout outs. Any other questions on Instagram before we sign off?
Yes.
All right. While they're pulling that question up over here, again, if you want to be entered to win this painting giveaway, text ArtLife to 58885. I'm going to do the giveaway right after this. I'm going to text my winner. We're going to videotape and FaceTime with them, and then we'll share the video with you guys afterwards as well. We got one more question from Instagram. I'm waiting for it.
What about your teacher?
All right. Oh, yes, Sullivan. We got to social distance. Stay 6 feet away. All right. I want to introduce you guys to, let me take this off the screen. I want to introduce you guys to Sean Sullivan. He is my animation teacher from high school, and we've always stayed in contact. We've recently built a partnership to start a nonprofit called Creator X. He's also an incredible instructor, helping not only educators but more students learn about the animation process. So yeah, so he's just hanging out. We're going to be doing something live like this for our Creator X camp as well. Oh yeah, we got a question for Sullivan. What would you say to young students who have been bullied for loving arts? I'm going to try to repeat what he says because he's not mic'd.
I say it's all about anything you do. If it's arts, creating, it's about your passion, it's about your love. You shouldn't be bullied for things that you care about and that is very important to you. I would say stick with it. Be proud of who you are and what's inside of you, and share it with the world.
Yeah, that's great advice from someone who's been my mentor my entire creative life and career. So we're still in contact. We're working on many projects. Of course, creatorx.org is, you can see that project as well. So we'll have more to come from us. But everyone, show some love to Sullivan. All right. What's that? What's the name? Raquel Montez. Shout out to you. Fluffy Puppies. All right. Shout out to you. Also, Michael Stevens said, what high school did you go to? I went to Sheldon High School in Sacramento, California, Elk Grove area. Yes, so Vicky said, woohoo, high school art teachers. Yeah, I feel you, Vicky. I feel you. All right, so, and also Stephen Smith asked, have you ever done a self-portrait? I've done them in the past, but I think it's time to update it. I don't know. I feel weird doing a self-portrait, but maybe sometime in the future. All right, we're going to sign off. Right after this, I'm going to pick a winner for my giveaway. If you haven't done it, send in your text, ArtLife, to 58885. That's how you win. Either way, thank you for joining us for this Friday edition of Art Life Live. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We will see you on Monday. Have an amazing, blessed weekend, and try your best to create every single day. My name is David Garibaldi. Peace.